8 strange signs of cancer on your body you must never ignore. What if I told you that your body might be giving you subtle hints about cancer right now, and you're brushing them off as nothing? It sounds scary, but it's true. Sometimes the signs of cancer aren't the obvious ones we hear about, like a lump or unexplained weight loss. In this video, I'm going to take you through 8 surprising signs of cancer that you need to know. These aren't the typical symptoms, but understanding them could make all the difference for you or someone you love. If you notice any of these signs in yourself, don't panic, but do consult a healthcare professional to get checked out. Now, let's get started. 1. Persistent itchy skin without a rash. Itching is something we all experience from time to time, but what if your skin feels constantly itchy with no visible rash? It's one of those signs that might seem insignificant but could be a clue to something much more serious happening inside your body. Your body has an intricate way of communicating when something's wrong. In the case of persistent itching, the mechanism often starts at the cellular level. Certain cancers, like lymphoma, produce chemicals called cytokines that are released into your bloodstream. These substances are meant to signal inflammation or fight infections, but in cancers, this process goes haywire. Cytokines may overstimulate nerve endings in your skin, sending mixed signals to your brain and creating an intense itch that won't go away, no matter how much you scratch. Another layer of this puzzle involves your liver. When cancer affects this vital organ, it may interfere with the way your body processes bile salts. These salts, when not filtered properly, accumulate in the blood and are deposited into the skin, causing irritation from beneath the surface. The skin itself might look completely normal because the problem isn't external. It's a reflection of how cancer disrupts the delicate balance within your internal systems. In terms of skin cancers, the 2 most common varieties are basal cell carcinoma and squamous cell carcinoma. Approximately 20% of skin cancer cases are squamous cell carcinomas, while 70 to 80% are basal cell carcinomas, according to studies conducted by the US National Institutes of Health. Basal cell carcinoma is the most common type and grows slowly, rarely spreading to other parts of the body, though it can damage nearby tissues if untreated. The other type develops closer to the skin's surface and has a higher chance of spreading. Both types are closely linked to long-term exposure to UV rays, making sun protection and regular skin checks essential. 2. Unexplained nail changes. One of the most noticeable signs of cancer is the appearance of dark streaks or spots under the nails. These streaks are often linked to a type of skin cancer called subungual melanoma, which develops under the nail bed. The mechanism here involves cancerous cells multiplying and disrupting the pigmentation in the nail area. While it might look like a harmless bruise or discoloration, it's a sign that something is growing and affecting the tissue beneath the nail. Another way nails may signal cancer is through clubbing, where the nails start to curve downward and the fingertips appear swollen. This happens because of reduced oxygen levels in your blood, which is often caused by lung cancer or other cancers that interfere with proper circulation. Tumors may press on blood vessels or lungs, restricting oxygen flow and creating these visible changes in your nails. Your nails essentially act as a window into your cardiovascular and respiratory health, showing signs of distress when oxygen isn't reaching where it needs to. In some cases, nails may become brittle or start to split easily. This may happen when cancers, such as liver or kidney cancers, disrupt your body's ability to absorb and utilize nutrients. Your nails depend on a steady supply of vitamins, minerals, and proteins to stay strong. When cancer interferes with your body's metabolism, it may lead to deficiencies that weaken your nails, leaving them prone to breaking and splitting. It's a small but telling sign that your body's balance is being thrown off. According to PubMed, 71% of 129 chemotherapy patients in Nashik, India had nail changes, mostly chromonychia and nail dystrophy, with breast cancer being the most common at 32%. 3. Metallic taste in the mouth. Cancer may create changes in your body that aren't always obvious, and one of the ways it may manifest is through disruptions in your sense of taste. This metallic taste, or dysgeusia, often occurs because cancer may alter how your body processes certain chemicals or hormones. Tumors, especially those in the mouth, throat, or digestive system, may release substances that directly impact the taste buds or the nerves connected to them, leading to this odd sensation. It's not just about the flavor itself, it's a deeper reflection of how cancer may interfere with your nervous system and sensory pathways. Sometimes this metallic taste is linked to treatments like chemotherapy or radiation, but in cases where it appears without such factors, it might indicate cancers that affect the liver or kidneys. These organs play a critical role in filtering toxins from the bloodstream. When cancer disrupts their function, metabolic waste may accumulate and affect the chemistry in your saliva, giving rise to that unpleasant metallic flavor. This imbalance doesn't just alter how you taste food, it may also be a clue that your internal systems are under strain. A metallic taste in chemotherapy was found to be 10 to 78% common, according to PubMed. Management includes plastic utensils, cold foods, strong flavors, sweet-sour combinations, miracle fruit and chelating rinses, supported by patient-shared strategies. 4. Sudden hoarseness or voice changes. Hoarseness or voice changes may sometimes be one of the earliest signs of certain cancers, especially those affecting the throat, larynx, thyroid, or lungs. Your voice is controlled by your vocal cords, which vibrate as air passes through them. For these cords to work properly, they need to stay flexible and free from obstructions. When cancer develops in areas like the larynx or voice box, tumors may press on or invade the vocal cords, altering how they vibrate. This results in a raspy or strained quality of your voice that doesn't go away with rest or hydration. It's your body's way of saying something that interferes with the basic mechanics of how you speak. In other cases, cancers in the lungs or chest may press against the recurrent laryngeal nerve, which is responsible for controlling the muscles that move your vocal cords. When this nerve becomes compressed or damaged, it may lead to partial paralysis of one or both vocal cords, making it difficult to produce sound. What you hear as hoarseness is the result of an impaired nerve pathway caused by cancerous pressure, and the longer it persists, the more important it is to investigate. Cancer of the thyroid gland may also cause voice changes, especially when a tumor grows large enough to affect surrounding tissues and nerves. The thyroid sits near your vocal cords, and any swelling or growth in this area may create pressure that affects the pitch, tone, and overall quality of your voice. The Cochrane Library Review says that there is not much evidence for how to treat coughs caused by cancer. However, brachytherapy and drugs like morphine showed promise. 5. Puffy or swollen face in the morning. Facial puffiness, especially around the eyes and cheeks, often occurs when blood flow or fluid circulation is disrupted. In some cancers, particularly lung cancer, a tumor may press against a large vein called the superior vena cava. This vein is responsible for carrying blood from the upper body back to the heart. When it becomes partially blocked or compressed by a tumor, blood flow slows down and fluid begins to pool in the tissues of the face. The result is that swollen, puffy appearance that doesn't seem to go away even after hours of being awake. This type of swelling isn't just cosmetic, it may have real consequences for your health. One immediate issue is the discomfort it causes. The pressure from fluid buildup may lead to a feeling of tightness or heaviness in your face, which might make it harder to go about your day. It's not just about how you look, it's about how you feel, and that ongoing discomfort may start to take a toll on your mood and energy levels. Another important factor is how this swelling may affect your ability to breathe or speak. When fluid buildup extends to the neck or throat, it may create a sensation of tightness or make swallowing and breathing feel restricted. For someone already dealing with underlying health issues, this additional strain may make everyday activities even more challenging and exhausting. Research published in the British Journal of Cancer found that out of 6,965 participants, 97% identified unexplained swelling as a possible indicator of cancer. This highlights the significance of raising awareness in order to facilitate early detection initiatives. 6. Chronic hiccups. Hiccups occur when the diaphragm, the muscle that helps you breathe, contracts involuntarily. Normally, they're triggered by things like eating too quickly or drinking carbonated beverages, but in the case of chronic hiccups, the cause may go far beyond these common triggers. Certain cancers, such as those in the lungs, esophagus, or even the brain, may irritate the nerves that control the diaphragm. When a tumor presses on or damages the phrenic nerve or vagus nerve, which are directly linked to diaphragm function, it may cause these involuntary contractions to persist far beyond what's normal. Another way cancer may lead to chronic hiccups is through chemical changes in the body. For example, cancers affecting the liver, pancreas, or kidneys may disrupt your body's ability to balance essential electrolytes. When levels of sodium, potassium, or calcium are thrown off, it may interfere with the nerve signals that regulate your diaphragm, causing prolonged hiccup episodes. These chemical imbalances don't just cause hiccups, they also point to how cancer may affect multiple systems in your body all at once. The most serious link involves brain tumors or cancers that metastasize to the brain. These may directly impact the areas responsible for controlling reflexes like hiccups. When this happens, the hiccups are more than just a symptom. They're a reflection of how cancer is disrupting the brain's ability to manage even basic functions. It's a stark reminder of how interconnected our body's systems are and how a small symptom may indicate a much larger problem. In a study from BMC, 15 to 40% of cancer patients experience hiccups, often from drugs or tumors. Severe cases cause complications with treatments like chlorpromazine, baclofen, and gabapentin offering relief. 7. Increased sensitivity to cold or heat. Feeling unusually sensitive to cold or heat might seem like a personal quirk or something minor, but when this sensitivity appears out of nowhere or becomes more intense over time, it could be a sign of cancer. Your body's ability to regulate temperature is complex and deeply tied to your overall health. When cancer interferes with this balance, it may leave you feeling unusually cold or overheated in situations that wouldn't bother most people. This sensitivity often begins with the endocrine system, which is responsible for producing hormones that help regulate body temperature. Certain cancers, such as those in the thyroid or adrenal glands, disrupt the way these glands function. For example, thyroid cancer may throw off the production of thyroid hormones, which play a critical role in maintaining your body's thermostat. If the levels of these hormones become too high or too low, you may find yourself sweating excessively or struggling to stay warm, even in mild conditions. Another way cancer may cause temperature sensitivity is through the immune system. Some cancers, like leukemia or lymphoma, may create systemic inflammation as your body tries to fight off the disease. This inflammation not only increases your sensitivity to external temperatures but may also cause internal fluctuations, leading to chills or fever-like sensations. It's not just about being uncomfortable, it's a sign that your body is in a constant state of stress, trying to cope with the underlying illness. In a study from author manuscript, breast cancer patients often experience thermal discomfort, feeling too hot or cold, possibly due to pro-inflammatory cytokines. Hot flashes may reduce recurrence risk, but cold sensations are understudied. More research is needed on temperature regulation and its link to cancer progression. 8. Persistent eye twitches or drooping. Eye twitches or drooping might feel like minor nuisances, things you barely notice or just brush off as stress or fatigue, but when they become persistent or worsen over time, they could be your body signaling something far more serious. These subtle changes around your eyes might point to underlying cancers, particularly those affecting the brain, chest, or nervous system. Persistent eye twitching happens when the small muscles around your eye contract involuntarily. This may occur if there's irritation or damage to the nerves controlling those muscles. In cases where cancer is involved, such as a tumor pressing on the cranial nerves, this constant twitching could be one of the earliest signs of nerve interference. The body's delicate nerve pathways are easily disrupted by pressure or growth in nearby tissues, and the result may manifest as uncontrollable, repetitive muscle spasms. Eye drooping, or ptosis, occurs when the muscles responsible for lifting your eyelids weaken or stop working effectively. This is often linked to cancers in the upper chest or neck, such as Pancoast tumors, which may compress the nerves associated with these muscles. This compression disrupts the signals that tell your eyelid to stay lifted, leading to a gradual or noticeable droop. It's not just about the eyelid, it's a direct reflection of how cancer may interfere with normal nerve function. According to PubMed, ocular flutter is a rare ophthalmic finding that involves rapid, involuntary eye movements. While uncommon, it can serve as a clue to underlying conditions, including disorders triggered by cancer elsewhere in the body. In adults, ocular flutter is most often linked to small cell lung cancer, highlighting its potential as an important diagnostic sign in cases where this type of cancer might not yet be obvious. Moving on, let's discuss 5 powerful drinks that may help protect you from cancer. What if the drinks you enjoy every day could also help protect your body from cancer? I know it sounds amazing, but some beverages are packed with antioxidants, nutrients, and compounds that support your body's defenses against harmful cells. Today, I want to share 5 incredible drinks that aren't just tasty, but also come with potential cancer-fighting benefits. 1. Green tea. Loaded with catechins, especially EGCG, green tea is a powerhouse for your health. These compounds are known to reduce inflammation and combat free radicals, which are linked to cancer. It's simple. 1 or 2 cups a day could help your body fight cellular damage over time. 2. Pomegranate juice. This rich, tangy juice is packed with antioxidants like polyphenols and L-argitannins. These nutrients are believed to slow the growth of certain cancer cells and reduce inflammation. Plus, it's deliciously refreshing. 3. Carrot juice. Carrots are high in beta-carotene, a compound that your body converts into vitamin A. It helps boost immune function and may protect against cancers like lung and stomach. A glass of fresh carrot juice may be a vibrant addition to your day. 4. Matcha latte. Matcha takes green tea to the next level. Made from powdered green tea leaves, it's even richer in antioxidants than regular green tea. A warm cup of matcha latte is not just calming but also helps support your body's ability to counteract cancer-causing agents. 5. Turmeric milk, golden milk. This creamy, spiced drink is made with turmeric, which contains curcumin, a powerful anti-inflammatory compound. Curcumin may prevent cancer cells from growing and spreading. Mixing turmeric with milk and a pinch of black pepper makes it both soothing and highly beneficial. These unusual signs show how cancer may quietly interfere with different systems in your body, like your nerves, blood vessels, or even hormone glands. If you notice anything strange or unexplained happening with your body, don't brush it off. Paying attention to these changes and acting early by consulting a healthcare provider could make all the difference. Your health is your biggest priority. Listen to what your body is trying to tell you. Today we learned about all the signs that indicate cancer. But did you know that there are other aspects of our health, especially related to diet? Want to find out more? Watch Eat Eggs Every Day for 1 month. See what happens to your body. Or watch 11 Powerful Reasons Why You Must Eat Blueberries Every Day. You may watch either or both of them. How many of the earlier mentioned signs are you aware of? Let us know in the comments section below.